Okay, all right. Shalom, Akim. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Okay. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you brothers out there doing the work of true sincerity. All right. So I'm in a transit video. I'm gonna do a video, and pretty much, you gotta measure the time. You gotta measure the time according to the scriptures, according to the prophecies, and you have to know what time we are in. Okay. And it's plain to see that we're in a time of war. All right. You have all these different nations. They're putting all their money into their military power, like the Russians, like the Koreans, okay, the Chinese. All right, because the Most High, He has determined for this last war, which is the Third World War, the War of Armageddon, the war to end all wars. Okay, He has determined for this to be in this. He has determined for this this time period to be in a time of war. All right, we're not in a time of peace, in the time of love. All right, we're in a grave time, a time of a lot of destruction that's going to take place. And you're actually starting to see these military armies, right? They're testing nuclear missiles, they're testing all these different ICBMs, different different missile defense systems. Okay, so you got to know what time we're in, and we're definitely in a time of war. So I'm gonna just bring out a couple of scriptures. Okay, so this is Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season. All right, just like there's four so-called seasons. You got summer, spring, winter, and fall. And within those seasons, something different happens. Okay. All right, when the winter comes, the snow, the weather gets colder. Okay. The summer, the days get hotter. The spring, new trees and new life come. And fall, the life starts waning. It starts dropping down the old to prepare for the new. Okay, so the same thing in the world sense. In the beginning of the world, all right, we weren't in the time of World War III, but now we are. All right, because we're at the end of the world. We're at the end of we're at the end of our captivity, the end of Esau, the so-called white man's rulership. Okay, it says to everything there is a season, and to every time, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. All right, so the Most High, He has purpose for Babylon to be destroyed. So he's waking up all these different armies, all these different nations. Okay, so I'm gonna read verse 2, then I'm gonna jump down to the point. A time to be born and a time to die. All right, it's a time for a lot of people to die. And it's gonna be a mass death when them nuclear missiles are shot off. All right, from all these different countries. A time to plant and a time to pluck up which is planted. Okay, when you're dealing with the harvest. Okay. And furthermore, the Most High, He's planting with that seed of His word. All right, and then when He comes back, when Yahushua comes back, He's going to pluck up. Okay. So I'm gonna go right to the point. Verse 8: a time to love. All right, we're in a time of love in the brotherhood. All right, and a time to hate. So all these wacky-tacky Christians and these people of the world, they say that, you can't hate. God is all love. Well, in the scriptures, it tells you that there's a time to love and there's a time to hate. All right, a time of war. All right, we're in that time of war, and a time of peace. We're not in the time of peace, man. We're actually in the time of war. We're in a time where the Most High has determined to destroy America. All right, and before that, you're going to have a lot of race riots. You're going to have a lot of food shortages. Okay, which is going to bring forth the famine. All right, you're going to have the famine of the word. Okay. All right, you're going to have a lot of pestilences in the form of diseases. All right, the plagues are going to hit this place. The plagues are going to hit the earth, man. This is a time where the Lord's going to judge the earth. All right. So let me read that again. Verse 8, a time to love. All right, we're in a time to love the Akim, man. And a time to hate, man. We're in a time of hating all evil. All right, the scriptures say, hate the evil and love the good. All right, you're supposed to hate evil, man. But in this world, evil is accepted and righteousness is hated. Right? It's backwards. We're in a backward society. All right, this was the type of society that Esau has created. He likes the confusion. Thus the name of America is Babylon. All right, the daughter of Babylon. All right, which is a very fitting name for America. Okay, that's America. That's just the English name. All right, so to speak. But really, in the scriptures, it's code name. It's code name the land of Edom. All right, more importantly, the land of Babylon, the land of confusion. All right, because this is a confused place. All right, so now we know that we're in a time of war, and you can just see. All right, you have North Korea testing off those nuclear, those ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. You have China, which is strengthening their economy, strengthening their army. Iran, they're doing. There's been within the last couple of months, there's been a lot of earthquakes in Iran. All right, you had the earthquake maybe a month ago on the Iraq-Iran border, right? And then like 2 days ago, you had another earthquake, and there's a lot of tremors over there. So if you're of any understanding, if you're privy to that, you will understand that they're testing those nuclear missiles, man. All right, because now these nations, what they do, they test their nuclear missiles underground. So they dig the hole and then they test a nuclear missile underground, and that creates tremors, that creates earthquakes. Okay, that's why you're having a lot of these earthquakes in diverse places. All right, here in America, you have a lot of earthquakes because Esau's digging into the ground, fracking they call it, right? Fracking for natural gases. And then that's messing up the tectonic plates. And then when you go over there in the Middle East, right, where there's not a lot of earthquakes, but now there's a lot of earthquakes because they're testing their nuclear arsenal underground, man. Okay? I mean, it's plain to see, man. If your eyes are open and you're watching, that's why the Lord said, I have set watchmen, right? The watchmen are watch everything, man. And those are the men of great millstones, starting with our apostles and elders, okay, on down. All right, watching for these prophecies, man. That's how we know the time and the season that we're in. Right? Let me bring out another scripture. Yep, this is it. This is Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Okay, so you're supposed to proclaim, which the word proclaim pretty much means to prophesy, to say before. Okay, prepare war. We're telling you nations. All right, the Spirit of the Lord, through His prophets, through His men that He has out there, they're telling these nations to prepare war, and that's why you're starting to see these nations prepare war. This is what the Most High has told them. Okay, in the Spirit, He has told these other nations, the Gentiles, prepare war. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Okay, these other nations, the Lord said, wake up. All right, He's giving you the finances. He's giving you the technology, all right, and the power to build up your military, all right? Because before that, Esau, he took over all the dark nations and he subdued them. All right, but now we're in the time where these other nations, they're rebuilding their armies and their military. You know, they're buying a lot of arms from Russia, these big superpowers. Right, Russia's funding a lot of these different nations. Okay, China's funding these a lot of different nations. All right, and they're taking their money that they were put into these different avenues like infrastructure, agriculture, and they're placing it right into their military. And then furthermore, they don't have their military stretched out thin like America. They're not in these different countries setting up different proxy wars, right? Taking in different mineral resources. They're actually producing things and selling it to America like China. That's how China is becoming a big superpower. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Why is this? Because the Lord, he actually wants America to be destroyed. Okay? So he's telling all the mighty men of these different nations to wake up. Get out of that slumber-like state. All right? Get out of that slumber-like state to where Esau had total control over you. Okay? All the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. The Most High said,